12 inches, 12 words. How you look, how you walk, and how you talk. You have their uniform. They might walk like a beaten dog. Richard Pryor showing you how they walk like that. How they talk. Are they pushy? Are they humble? Do they look you in the eye or do they look at the floor? We all form impressions immediately. 90% of the opinion that someone makes of you, they do it in the first 90 seconds. 60% of it is done by what they receive non-verbally. 40% are the words. The exact words you use, only 10% of the impact counts. It's how you said them. Were you confident? Were you scared? Were you nervous? What were you doing? Non-verbal messages have 5 times the impact of verbal messages. Clothes are a tool you use to show other people how you expect to be treated. Women need to know who's lying and who's not. Men need to know, is she interested or is she not? Both people are slightly excited and slightly nervous. His feet are firmly planted on the floor if he's sincere. His palms are opening up when he talks. He might be a little bit like that, he might be a little bit like this, but he's not standing behind his word. Or like this, or even worse, like this. This is sincerity. Every gesture, every signal can mean 2, 3, or 4 things. We don't know what it really means until we see 4 or 5 in a row that mean exactly the same thing. As the rest of her hand covers her mouth, something stinks, or I don't believe what I said, or I don't believe what I heard. And what she's sending is a coherent cluster of gestures that says, I think you're lying, or I'm lying. Courtship is attraction, supplication, stimulation, fascination, exhilaration, inspiration, and my favorite, titillation, but most of all, courtship is persuasion. In the animal world, the function of courtship is for the male to persuade the female to let him mount and penetrate her. We have to persuade her. Females are the ones that make the choices in courtship. And she goes, wham, smacks him like that. So what she's trying to find out, are you a puss or not? If he's strong and he's persistent and he passes her tests, she will submit. I believe that we're all animals. And at the last moment of evolution, we got this thing stuck on the top of our brain that enables us to balance checkbooks and invent airplanes. Courtship is emotional. Courtship is not logical. Courtship is not rational. It doesn't make sense. We're just doing what we've been programmed to do for millions of years, to get your DNA into the future so you can live forever. Make 500 women pregnant and have 500 chances to get my DNA into the future. So women by nature are very reluctant to believe that you're the one. So they test you to find out. Yo, you got it or what? Bap, bap, bap. It's proved to her you're not physically dangerous. What's your name anyway?
Beat it.
Beat it. Socially dangerous. Are you going to embarrass me in front of all my friends here by making it obvious? They're worried about what their peers think. What all the other gossipy, catty women are thinking. Yes! Emotional danger. Is he going to use me and trash me? The more open you are, up to a point, the better. I'm radiating something that I'm not real comfortable with what's going on here. She gradually opens her posture, and so do you. Lowers her drink, caresses objects, crosses and uncrosses legs, flash of palm, anything, hand to the mouth, hand to the nose, hand to the eye, hand to the ear. You got to watch out for that. She touches you for any reason. Either one loosening anything, either one leaning forward, steady hands, steady feet, but they're not going like this. Any beating or drumming is either frustration or anger. She could be saying, well, come on, do something. Ask me to dance, buy me a drink. So you got to look at the clusters. Move on. She's tense or restless, he's tense or restless. Normal or small pupils. Conversation's going on for 10 minutes. And I've been sitting like this the entire time. Go get some ice for your drink and don't come back. But this is still a barrier between you and me. And I started like this, and then I'm 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 like that, and then I'm like this, and then I'm like this, and then I'm like this. And if I let go of myself right now, I'm going to do something really stupid. It can be that. So we have to look at the whole thing that's coming at us. It's a shame that they have such a good player. This is basically, hey, take a look. Oh, you missed it. Want to see it again? There it goes. Okay. The boss is a complete dick. Everyone is controlling themselves, and some men will go like this. You know, and they'll even, and some guys I've seen, they sit on the fist so they don't punch this guy. Yeah, so during the conversation, I button my jacket. I'm wrapping my arm around me, and I'm ready to move on, probably. Could be getting cold in here. Everything is a test. Everything. If you grow up and make a lot of money and have a big house on the hill and 2 Cadillacs, you're a good person. Anything in the environment that had to do with making more money, getting a house on the hill, getting a job, getting promoted, whatever, is in my radar, on my radar screen. I want to know about that. He said, how come she's 20 years old and she can do this so well? If you marry a rich, handsome man with a lot of money, you are a good person. So her radar screen is filled up with different data. It's the same damn universe we're living in. But she is selecting out of all that data the information that enables her to handle bullshit questions and bullshit guys. And men run into this and they don't know how to date. They don't know how to have a conversation. They don't know how to deal with the test because they've been focusing on making more money, becoming a good person. I don't know, but we can't hear that. All we're going is, he's lying. I mean, it was just like everyone in the room just all of a sudden went, wow, you know, the Attorney General is lying to the Senate. And that was one of my epiphanies. If my wedding ring could speak, it might say, get off my hands. And I said, this shit works. We all have the tendency to believe that it does. I'm doing something wrong. Because then what that means is if I stop doing what I'm doing, then I can get what I want. But sometimes it's traffic. Sometimes it's his mother. Who knows? So you just need to say, okay, that's data. And then start watching for more data. Watch his feet and his hands.
And then sometimes she puts her hands on me. And then she goes, oh, you're a nice guy. And I don't follow all those different signals.
Well, she wants a good tip. I'm serious. These people are pros, man. You're paying me to tell you stop doing the same thing that doesn't get results. Just don't show up there for 2 months. Then when you show up in one of these. John Malloy kick-ass power suit. Why are you dressed like that? What you're doing is showing her the facets of your diamond. I'm not just this guy with the blue jeans and a polo shirt that comes in here all the time and you've been jerking me around for 6 months. Your business is getting her to quit bullshitting you. That's your business. Play with the hair.
Yeah, that.
There you go. Very sensual, very sexy, and she's showing the palm of her hand. Good sign. Okay? Don't do this.
Okay.
Don't ever do this. Okay. Arrogant bullshit, okay? Don't do this humble shit. Be yourself. Be here, be open, be vulnerable. I'm here, you're there. Let's all learn this together type of thing. Palms up, make gestures like that. Look people right in the eye. Be there, be here now. People pick that up. You know right away you're sincere. But if you touch yourself above the neck, they're going to discount everything you're saying. They don't know why, they just know they don't believe you. If you're fussing with your clothes, that's usually nervousness if you're up front here. Okay? And you can do what I did. You start out and gradually open up with your clothes. You can peel off the layers of armor, so to speak.
I'll have one hand in their pocket and the other hand out and sort of walk around.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but I can make you believe that I really know what I'm doing. You can be rich. Let's all have a cheer. Let's walk on fire. Right. You know, but people want to hear there's a quick fix to my problems, and he's there with it. It's humiliating. You got beat by Debbie? Jesus. Oh, what a puss you are, right? And now that carries right up into the corporate universe where men are nothing but boys with a power suit on pretending they're men. They're bullshit, most of them. This outfit has been around in England, Europe, and America for about 200 years, slightly, not much change. The lapels get bigger and smaller, the ties get wider and smaller, but that's about it. This is what successful men have worn, and when we look out there and we see a nun in a habit, we have one reaction. When we look out there and see somebody who's wearing the John Malloy power suit perfectly, we have another reaction. So if you want to be believed, you've got to start out where they want you. When I go to a chiropractor, I don't want to see the son of a bitch stand there in a Aloha shirt and blue jeans and an earring. If you want to find out what a piece of body language means, exaggerate it. And let's exaggerate that. Because when you go over there and talk to her, every woman in the room knows you picked her first. Just smile at me, please. And man, I'll be over there like Red Butler, okay? Okay, so to doing the downcast eyes, then facing him with her body and not looking at him. And then the amp is like this. All right, they're pointing this at you. They have a shopping list. If she's down in Penny's looking around, you have a shot, but you got to get over there, okay? She feels like I threw myself at him.
Guy in the blue shirt back there, I think he's gay.
Really? Because if they can't have you, they don't want anybody else to have you. Nobody's coming. You got to do it. So you got to do something. Do it, and you got to do it now. And more and more. She's going to lose interest, and then she's going to get pissed. And if you come over there, she's going to make you feel bad and look bad. There's a window of opportunity, and you have to strike while the woman is hot. I mean, it's just so obvious, the look, that you've done that yourself, huh? She says, I want him to come over here and talk to me, and I don't care what he talks about. He can talk about the weather, but I want him to come over here and talk to me.
Or not, he's just looking at you as a friend.
If I asked you to do something with just the two of us alone.
I hate to say it, physical a little bit and aggressive.
You have to show interest in him. You have to take a risk. No one is coming, okay? But let's find out. Let's quit wasting time and get on with our life, because there's a whole lot more fish in the sea. Janet, would you like to go to the prom? So you got to do something. She did something. She liked me.
You know, like they kind of lean on you.
It just accidental touching. Everybody in a bar is a goddamn loser. If they could meet people and have a life, they wouldn't be in there. Clubs are such crap. Okay, I want you to know how I really feel about this. Okay, because you're dressed up, she's dressed up, and if you can dance, you become a much more desirable male.
What is a really comfortable first line?
She has to have shown interest in you. This is crucial. You don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say.
You think there's some magic words.
Doesn't matter.
Tell 'em.
Like you said, just talk about the weather. I mean, just
Doesn't matter. How about you?
Same thing, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Hi, my name's Joan. I mean,
There you go. Do not go over there and think there's some goddamn magic thing that'll work.
your sign.
Yeah, what's your sign? Your sign is feces, okay?
What about, during the conversation, what would turn you on if you heard these topics?
The way you find out what she's interested in is you say to her what you're interested in and say, do you like pro football? First, you reveal yourself first. I'll show you mine if you show me yours, okay? What are you doing here?
I just crashed this party.
Crash it. That is really cool.
Free food.
Free
liquor.
food.
Yeah.
You know what I like about rich people's weddings is I go up and I always order a triple. You gotta take what she gives you, for Christ's sake, and do something with it. Don't just go, you crashed it? So I'm revealing, she's revealing, we're laughing, we're having a good time. That's the key. Reveal yourself and ask a question.
Once you come over, if I gave you the signals, you could just say hi
Right.
and let me do the talking.
Conversation is a tennis match. Over, back, over, back, over, back. Showing yourself to each other and seeing if you like each other. Seeing if you have a fit other than anatomical, which has already been established.
Don't worry if she's interested in you or not, because if she's not, when you ask her for a number, you won't get it.
But to walk up to some woman cold on the sidewalk, I'd say what you're doing is practicing getting rejected. And this is not good for your self-esteem. It's not good for your confidence. It's not good for anything. When I try to teach these guys, first you got to crawl. Then you got to walk, then you can run, and then you can run really fast. But step number one is you got to have a success.
I'll tend to do things. What I tend to do is hold my hands to like this, and
What does that? What does this mean to you when he does that?
Scared.
Please like me, please.
That's fine. You can put the other one in there too. All right, that's better. She opens up a little bit. You had better start opening up a little bit. So you need to put your drink down, right, and just put your other hand in your pocket there. But ideally, you can just let it hang down here. Well, they're all beat to shit, number one, which means I'm sloppy and I don't care about my looks. Number two, their topsiders they're out of fashion by 25 years probably. The women notice stuff like this immediately. They notice your shoes and they're all going, yeah, in the first 5 seconds. Okay, thank you. Good night, everyone. I'm sorry I've got to run.